So I've just finished completely stripping down this D30 High Pinion front axle. So I'm going to show you how I did it, what tools you'll need, easy ways of getting things apart. It shouldn't take more than an hour to do. So here is me stripping down this axle. So I'll just show the main important design difference between the High Pinion and the regular. The High Pinion has this fistula over here. Oil is flung into this fistula as the ring gear rotates, and then it wells up inside this area, and this thin shim holds back the oil, or holds the oil inside the pinion area so that the pinion bearings get lubricated. Now if you look on this side, you can see the oil comes out of this side of the fistula over there. Oil comes out of this side of the fistula over here and wells up inside this area, and it can even penetrate underneath here, so that both sides of this bearing get lubricated. So everything gets lubricated, and the change in design is required because if you had to take a regular D30 and turn it upside down, for example, what you'd find is that no lubrication would get to the pinion, and the pinion bearings would fail pretty quickly. So I've just removed the knuckle using the brute force method, which damages the knuckle. If you want to remove the knuckle without damaging it, there is a method. Now, I don't care about damaging my knuckle because I'm throwing this knuckle away, and in fact this axle only came with one knuckle attached. To remove the knuckle without damaging it, you need this. And this is a tie rod end remover. It can also be used to remove these tapered pins by putting one on the top and buying a second one and putting one on the bottom. Now I think that works, and if you use two of these and you tighten them both up evenly in torque, at some point you're going to hear snap, and then both of them will come out virtually at the same time, and that is a way of removing this without damaging anything at all. So I think this is quite a good idea. A lot of people have a lot of problems removing the knuckle. When you're hitting it with a hammer that hard, you're actually putting big dents into the cast material, which is not a good idea. And this way is a completely damage-free way of removing the knuckle. So now that the axle is stripped, we can go to the next part of this project. The next part of this project is to remove the axle tubes. So what I'm going to do is cut these tubes, and then I've got some stock metal that I've bought to actually use as dies to actually press out these tubes, and hopefully they'll come out easily. All the stuff's got to be cut away, and I've also got to remove these C brackets from the tubes as well, and I'll show you all that in the next edition. Thanks for watching.